Karen Kaysen. We're here in Winsboro, Texas. My husband Randy, my son Justin and I own the Double C Steakhouse and Saloon in Winsboro, Texas. We've been in business approximately, it'll be 4 years in July. I learned about Express Working Capital looking on the Texas Restaurant Association website. We were, sometimes you can't work with some local banks or whatever, so I'm like, everybody keeps on calling, oh hey, this is we can give you money, but something just wasn't right with the people calling. So when I looked at the website and I contacted the Better Business Bureau and looked at the ratings, and it looked like a great company, so I took a chance and I sent an email. I thought, oh, they won't call me back, they won't answer my email. Within a few hours after I sent the email, it was about approximately 7 o'clock at night, I got a phone call. It was Ron, and he said, I just got your email, I was working late, and I just thought I'd give you a call, which I was very surprised to get a call. I really was. And right then it told me that there's something here that I think I can work with. I got to meet the guys in person. They drove from the Dallas-Fort Worth area, came down to Winsboro, Texas, which was approximately 120 miles from where they were located. On a Saturday, they visited with me, my husband, and my son, and it was just a great experience, and I was so pleased to meet somebody who I felt like I've known forever. They were guys that you want to do business with, and they were like family. When they left here, I felt like I've known them for a long time, and that very trustworthy. And like I said, it's hard to trust people these days, but these guys, I just really care. They're part of my family.
My name is Robert Colombo. I'm the president of LaRev Consultants, and we develop, operate, and own restaurants here in Dallas, Texas. Presently, we operate Trece Mexican Kitchen and Tequila Lounge, Villa O Italian Organic Pastaria, and Fuzi in Uptown, which we're sitting in now. I've been in the hospitality business way too long, over 35 years, ever since I graduated from the hotel school at Cornell. I came to know Express Working Capital through an introduction of a friend to Brad Woy, the president of Express Working Capital. And subsequently, Brad and I became friends through the process, and it seemed to be one of those perfect storms that as Brad and I were becoming friends, he had a product that was very instrumental to the benefit of our company during a unique time in the country's history. We were going through some growth spurts where we needed some extra capital, and we were also going through a period of economic difficulty where the ability to access short-term capital on a rather fast-paced basis was, I can't tell you how valuable it was to stabilizing the company and now allowing it to go into a very aggressive growth stage. The service that we have received from Express Working Capital has been extraordinary. Their response time is almost immediate. We've had situations through a credit card processor at one time or another that needed their involvement. They picked up the phone immediately, they made the calls to the appropriate parties and got the results that we needed. They got the difficult situations resolved. And for me, being in the service business, we don't ask the question how or why. We just try to figure out how to get it done so that the guest is happy, and that same approach seems to be prevalent in all of our dealings with Express Working Capital.
The economy was getting to the point where banks they don't want to lend money to small businesses. They don't want to take the chance on small businesses, especially a startup business that's only been in business a couple of years. Is it a risky business? Yes, the restaurant business is risky, but if you do it right, and if they're willing to work with you, you can be successful in a small community. And some of our local businesses in town, they need this. And our banks, they're just like everybody else. It's a business and they're strapped, and sometimes they can't take that risk. But the Express Working Capital, after I went ahead and visited with them and we discussed what our needs were and what we wanted to do, they were there. And let me tell you, I couldn't have done it without them.
I would definitely recommend Express Working Capital to clients that had the right situation to use their product correctly. It's a product that can act as a temporary financing vehicle, or it can actually help you position investments to the benefit of someone like myself. Instead of having to go out and raise all equity capital, you sometimes have the ability to use Express Working Capital as kind of a short-term stopgap, which allows the entrepreneur to own more of his business and not have to sell as much of his business.
This was so easy.